Hey guys, welcome to the video. So this is a special video because in today's video I'll be showing you guys my completed Roblox trades, and I'll be showing you guys how I went from 0 Robux to all the way to my peak about 30 to 2,000 value, and then painfully dropped down to where I am now, 22,300 value Robux. But yeah, so here's my completed trades, and we're going to go scroll until I find my first ever Roblox trade I completed. And this is like about 100 trades I'm probably gonna have to go through, so it'll probably take a while. Still scrolling, and it was right here. All these other trades were other stuff, but if we see, I started Roblox trading about back in January 26th of 2022, basically like 8 months ago, and it took me so long just to get here, and I kind of don't think it was worth it, but it was kind of fun in the end. So here's my first ever Roblox trade I completed. It was with the blue pocket pal for these two, Vans Obstacle Backpack and the Gucci GG Marmont bag. Um, when I completed this trade, it was like a 500 overpay at the time, but it dropped. So here's my second ever trade. It was a one-on-one with some Robux. My third ever trade was an L. Fourth ever trade, my fifth trade. This was a pretty good trade. Here's my other trade, another trade. I don't know what that was. Here's another trade. And basically, I was new to Roblox trading, so I didn't know what I was really doing. Here's a 2-on-1. Here's a 1-on-1. 2-on-1. This was a low overpay at the time. I was overpaying about 3.4k for this, 3.2, but it was pretty good. Here's a 1-on-1, and then I did 1-on-1 for this. Kind of regret it now, but yeah. This is 400 low ball, 900 win, 1-on-1, and then another 1-on-1. Here's a small trade. Here's another small trade, 1-on-1. And then this was a pretty decent trade. This was about 3k with some Robux for Black Iron Commando. That was pretty good. This was definitely a L. This was a W. This was a, oh no, never mind. This was a big W at the time. This was 1.4k, and this was 1.3 1.3 to 1.4k. But yeah. So here's another one-on-one. That was a big W. Here's another trade. I don't know what that was. Here's another trade. This item was no, it wasn't. Never mind. This was like 4k at the time, and this was like 4.3k. So this person added some Robux. They really wanted this blue winter cap, so I just went ahead and accepted. But yeah, and 2-on-1 with some Robux, 1-on-1 with some Robux, and then traded this off. And then after I completed this trade, the golden crown got projected, and then I basically just held it on. I traded it off for pretty big. I traded for the neon green Equinox again. And then as you can see right here, I traded off for this. At the time, this was like 5k, while this was like 10k because it was projected. But this was a big W. And then I completed this trade, and then this trade. All the items have dropped, so it looks very terrible. This is my 800 win. This is a 300 win. This was a 300 win, but at the time this was like a 300 low ball. I was overpaying 300 for these two, and then I did this trade. 1k overpay, dang. And 100 overpay, 500 overpay, and then 500 low ball. Oh, 900, dang. And then this was like 3k at the time. This was at like 2.9k. Sinister branches. They did this trade. So much trades more to go. This was a equal. This was about the same at the time. This was like 4.8k, I think. This was 4.7. Yeah, I completed this trade, 300 win. And then at the time I was kind of bribed into doing this. This was projected, and this was about 9 no 12K, I think, and this was about 7K. So I basically traded for this projected, which was 12K, and it was kind of a win in the end. But I was hesitant about doing it because it was projected, and we usually sat around 2K. But that was my a big projected flip I ever did. This was 500 win, and then this is when I traded it off for 5.3K. In the when I completed this trade, it was a 8K. It was, yeah, 8K, and then this was like 10K. So I won a lot in that trade, considering I only traded it for 4.8K. But here's another trade. This item was projected. It was like 3K, and then I kind of just traded my projected and flipped it off to this guy for it was 3K. No, not 3K. 2K. I'm pretty sure. And then I completed this trade. And this trade, I don't know what this was, because this was like 1.4K when I completed this, and this was like 2K. That was a massive win. If you take a look at this, this was a 500 win with some Robux. This was a let's not talk about this. And then I completed this trade too. I don't want to talk about that either. And then completed this trade. And then completed this trade. This is a whole ton of trades. Oh my. I regret doing these trades now, bruh. Okay, that was good. That was good too. Oh, this was projected at the time. This was like, I think it was like 11K. So I basically traded all of this for this projected. It was 11K, I think. I think that was a projected. I completed this trade. This trade was a big W. And then I traded off this for this. And then, yeah, I traded this off for these two with this thing. So this was like 12K, and I found this guy through Discord, and then I basically traded it to him, and it was pretty decent. And this was my first ever valued item I got, which was legit. And at the time, this was 12K for 12K. This was 12K when I traded it, and when I traded it, these two were equal to 12K. So this was my first ever valued item that I got, which was, yeah, legit. So I ended up trading legit for 11.3K, but at the time this was like 13K, and legit was 12K. So I don't know what kind of trade this was, but I automatically accepted since it was a big W. And then I basically just continued trading smalls after that. And let's go to my trades. It is raining too, so don't mind the rain in the background. We're just going through trades. You guys can take a look real quick. I completed this one 3-on-1, and then this on this, and then I don't know what this trade was, but this guy came up to me in trade hangout, and he offered me all of his items since I completed 2 trades for my neon chrome shades, glasses, and some other small, because yeah. And at the time this was 12K, this neon chrome shades, and this was about 7K with the Robux. He added like I think 1800 Robux, but after tax it came out to 1100. But basically did both of these trades, 3K plus like 7K, I think I just said. It was like 10K, and it was more than 10K with the Robux. I forgot how much it was, but he basically gave a big overpay for neon chrome shades, which was really good for me. And here's another trade. Oh shoot. Happen. Oh, I'm lagging. Come on. Okay, there. And I did a W trade. Here's another good trade. Egg was projected. Here's another good trade. I just lost 600. And then here's another one. I don't know what this was. It was projected. The resist. This was a decent trade. Oh my, it's getting really laggy. Yeah, let's talk about that. This was like 1.7K at the time, Cosmo slot. And I completed this trade, which was also a W. It's getting really laggy. And then I overpaid for this, like 100 at the time, because I thought it was good. And then I somehow did this trade, which was really impressive, because this was 7K at the time. I basically paid 7.2 just for no wait, I forgot how much this was, but I paid about the wrap for it. I don't know what kind of trade this was. Like I think this was the wrap was 7K at the time and it was like 9K. But then I basically paid gave wrap for wrap. I don't know what this guy was doing. And I definitely did not pay full in value. And then here's another trade. This was projected to like 20K, and then IXA missent this, and I got this big projected, which I then flipped for legit, as you can see right here, and that was a huge W. And here's another trade. Basically got legit of I basically traded legit from this, and this was about 9K, and then this guy decided to give me 9K per wrap for it. Remember that trade. And then this was a L. And yeah, I completed this. This video's probably been going on for like 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, 10 minutes by now. I don't know what kind of trade this was. I regret doing that. This was like this was about 900 and 900 at the time. I don't know what I was thinking. And I completed this trade. At the time, this was a W because this was like 600, and then this was like 1200 for 600. Because this was projected, so he probably missent, and then this was a W too. And completed this trade. Oh shoot. That was decent. And I completed this trade for Violet Spring, and I got stuck with Violet Spring for a little bit. And then I completed this trade. This was a pretty big trade too, but at the time when I completed this trade, the brown Gucci Blondie bags were projected. So that's probably why. Yeah, this is a trade bot messing up. It's just kind of funny. But yeah, that was a pretty big W. And here's another trade. Come on, load. I did this trade decent. And this was a decent trade too. This was also decent. This was okay. I'm lagging hard. I don't know what these trades are, bro. Oh, and then this was a really big trade I did. At the time, this was 9K and this was 11K. And then this guy came up to me in Trade Hangout and he said, Violet Spring for his heart game. So I decided to do it. It was a big W, and basically got 2K for free. And I completed this trade. Yeah, I did this trade. I believe all these other trades are L's. Yeah, 700 OP. This was projected at the time. And I traded this off for Blue Wink. It was like 14K. And this was like 16K. And I paid 14K. I remember now. And then I traded it off to this person for. Oh no. That was another trade. And I did these other trades. And then I traded off to this CPU guy for 16K. And then this thing just sold. So it's like uneven now. But it was 16 on 16, and then after I completed this trade, Blue Wink went down 1K, so that was a good W. And I completed this while I was on a trip, so this was 10K at the time for like 10.6 for 10.7, so I completed it. It was a free upgrade, and I won. And I just completed regular trades after that, and then as soon as I finished my trip, I kind of got this trade inbound. I just automatically accepted because I don't know what it was. It was a free 1K overpay for Wayne Town because this person really wanted it. I just saw it in my inbound, so I accepted. And here's another. Come on. This video's been going on for like 15 minutes, I bet. 13 minutes. Come on, load. Okay, yeah. Here's another trade. This was a big W. Silverthorn was like 3K at the time. This was also another big W. Yeah, so these were projected at the time. They're like 1.1K. I decided to just trade off for Shaggy because I didn't want to risk it to continue. I didn't want to risk it continue dropping. But here's another trade. This was 12.4K at the time. Guy made me add 200 Robux, 150. I don't know. And it's really bugging out now. And I traded for Alien Death Panda. And then I completed this trade 1 on 2. It's getting really laggy now. And I completed this trade. This trade. this trade. It was a very painful process to go through all of this. I had to mass send and stuff, and I barely made any profit because I didn't know what I was doing during these trades. But I've kind of started to master some skills in Roblox trading, and over this period I've made a decent amount and lost 10k because of deflation. Dang, and at the time this was 16, no, this was 24k, so I was basically giving 10 on 24 because this was projected. And then I completed this trade. This was a W. This was 16k at the time. This was 26, and if I add this up it was like 28, and then 30k, but this was projected for add your antlers. And I completed this trade. I don't know what this was, but this was like 30k at the time for purple mermaid, which was also 30k. But then after I traded this, after I completed this trade, right, however you say it, antlers went down, and I completed this trade, which was also W. It was 30k on 30k, and then I just completed small trades after that. As you can see, I don't really expect any of you guys to watch this far, but if you guys have, then thank you. And then I completed this trade, which was a huge W. Actually, this was 15k. This was 12. I basically gave about 13.5 for 15, and I don't know what this was, but it was like 1.5k overpay. This guy was overpaying 1.5k, but I wasn't complaining. That was a free win. And then I completed this trade. This was 15. This was 14, and then basically no, I don't know what this trade was. Come on. Then I completed this trade. Oh my, it's bugging out. And then I completed this trade. Skater Girls projected, I believe. And then I traded it off again. And I did this. And at the time when I got that when I traded off this rainbow pixel, somebody tried doing an API scam on me, and then yeah, let's not talk about that. But then I just completed small trades after that. And this master guy just continued mass sending me random trades, so I just accepted the best ones I could find from him. I completed this trade, and then after that I completed this trade, which was for Winter King Crown and Spider Phones. Oh my god, this was a win at the time. Items just went up and some went down, and this was a W. Flipped a projected for 8-bit extra life. And I did this trade. So basically this was 10k at the time, and this was 10k also. I basically traded it off and took the risk because I knew that Rainbow Equinox was gonna drop because it was selling low. But I was trying to trade from bucket to GBTH, green matted top hat, since it was 10k too. So I was trying to basically do a one-on-one 10k, but I couldn't do it, so I just decided to do this trade, which was 10k, like 10.2k. And then I traded it off for GBTH, so that was pretty much a W because I basically traded bucket for GBTH. And then I traded this projected off. This was projected like 5k. And then come on, this was a W2. This was 600, and then I got turkey tie with some Robux. This was projected. How long? If you guys have been watching this far, I really thank you guys a lot. I don't really expect anybody to watch this far because it's really boring. I'm just showing you guys trades I completed, and these trades are really L's. But then yeah, so this big head was 2.7k at the time. It was peaked, and I basically traded off for that because I just saw some random trade ad. I just decided to send, and I just did some small trades after that. Flipped some projecteds, and they're my Google Chrome goals lagging out again. Then I did this trade. This was a pretty big W. I don't know what this was, but black iron branches gets pretty good overpays. And yeah, I got it 1-on-2, and I completed this trade. this was a L. This was 22.7k for UPV, Ultimate Pink Victory at the time. This was 22.8, but then after that it dropped, and now if I calculate right now, this is basically 18.8 for 22.7. I don't know what that was, but I really wanted UPV because I wanted to hold it until it reached back up to its peak 42k value and then trade it off. But yeah, and I completed these other trades, and then I don't know what this trade was, but I just completed it like 4 days ago, and it was basically 18k with Ultimate Pink Victory for Blue Jay Fedora, which is a rare, and I was basically getting a 1.5k overpay. And this item is a rare. It's selling at 47,000 Robux as its best price, and it's doing really good. It's a rare. Should have just held on to it, but after that I traded it off. Come on. I basically traded it off. Come on, bruh. I don't think my trades are gonna load name. Oh, they're there. And then I basically traded the rare off for 20k 20.4k, but then this item got LPP'd. It sold low, so kind of dropped, and I completed this trade just like 3 hours ago. And then I also completed, come on, this trade. I basically traded it off with Snow Leopard Fedora for GBTH, and then I just completed this trade. Yeah, don't mind this, but yeah, so that's basically how I went from I think it was Blue Pocket Paul, dang it. It's basically how I went from Blue Pocket Paul all the way up to my peak, basically about 32k, where I had GBTH bucket and some other smalls, and then to where I am now with 22,100 value and 19,822 wrap. So if you guys want to see more trading videos, I'll probably do some trading streams, but just let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see. Basically nothing or some things, but I don't really see myself going that far since I'm trash, and within the 8 months I only made like 30k Robux, and then I suffered painfully from deflation. But as of now I have 11 limiteds with GBTH, Orange Goggles, Captain Steampunk, Shaggy, Turkey Tie 2012, Royal Rabbit Ears, Black Iron Branches, NARS Holographic Bag, Spider Antlers, Egg of Hidden Treasure, and the Brain Freeze Egg. So yeah, I hope that's just easy to know. This is basically my Roblox trading journey, how I went from zero Robux all the way up to 30k Robux, and yeah, I painfully died down because of deflation to 20k Robux. Just let me know down in the comments what you guys want to see, basically some trading streams. I'll probably schedule one this Friday, but yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you guys in another video, and bye.